Moses, man. Attract more money like this. How do you do it? One simple step. One, take accountability, man. The power of taking accountability mixed with a little bit of integrity will do wonders. Man, taking accountability, saying I did this, this happened, it's not another person's fault. Nobody can do anything. Nobody can make me upset. Nobody can take anything. I can only give. Nobody can steal from me. Nobody can take my life. Nobody can harm me. I allowed it. Now, of course, in certain situations, there was simply nothing you can do. But as far as the immediate response to you failing, to you having somebody in your life that you don't like, everybody with the BMs out there, or the baby making objects, or anybody with some baby daddies out there that you don't like, that aren't seeing their kids and taking care of their responsibilities. Hey man, look, you chose that person. So all the negative energy you have to speak about them, at the end of the day, you weren't saying that when. You get what I'm saying? So, as far as you saying, I did this, I allowed this, no, I picked that person. When you start to meditate on different ways you can make more money, or you try to meditate on different avenues and things like that to come up, you will have enough energy, you will have enough mental common sense to be able to chase what you need to be able to chase. Okay. And especially when you actually succeed, you can look in the mirror and say, I did this. Okay. Yes, of course, you may have needed some assistance, but you took the initiative and you did it yourself. Nobody made you do it. Okay. Even in situations where you just feel, listen to the word feel. I always say what you feel and what's real is two different pills. Okay. So at the end of the day, man, whether you feel like it was your fault or not, which nine times there is a 99.9% chance that it was your fault and it was preventable. Okay? Key word, preventable. What could have prevented this? You, your choices. Did you get enough sleep today? That's why I always ask my woman, did you get enough sleep? What did you eat? If you got enough sleep, if you took initiative last night to turn off the PS4, to turn off the novellas, and go to sleep, and take that 30 minutes to wind down instead of falling asleep exhausted like you're at war or something like that, if you took a little bit of initiative and said, you know what, I know I'm about to be hungry in like 2 hours. I just got done eating like 3 hours ago. Let me make something that's healthy instead of me spending money on some fast food when I'm hungry and I can't think that well. Let me drink this water in the morning so I won't be so moody. Right? Let me lay out my clothes. When you start to do things like that, that's that's above average adulting. You already won. You already separated yourself from 50% of people in the world. Boom. When you take little steps to set yourself up to win, you'll do wonders in the world, man. You'll do wonderful things. It'll do wonders. That's what I meant to say. You know what that's called? A self-fulfilling prophecy. Self-fulfilling prophecy does have a negative connotation, but in this situation, self-fulfilling prophecy, setting yourself up to win. How does this apply to making more money, Aaron Moses? Because when you take accountability, you build responsibility and self-respect. Okay. And then when you actually pursue these things, you will be coming at it with an adult mind. Because what little kids love to do more than anything is to avoid responsibility and to take accountability. There are a lot of people out there that are calling themselves men and women, but the last step, what is actually separating from them actually being a full grown man and a full grown woman, is they look to place the blame on anyone else. So when you take that responsibility, when you take accountability, when you put yourself in the world more in a deeper position, you will be able to win harder. In an interview, so why did this happen at the last job where the boss did this, the boss did that? You think somebody wants to hire somebody that blames the boss for everything? No, dude. What do you think they're gonna think that you're gonna do when you go to your next job? Or if you win the lottery? No, people don't want to hire people who can't take accountability. That's just foolish. Nobody's going to trust you to do anything because if something messes up, you already have it in your mind, well, it wasn't my fault, so I'm just going to handle this situation any old kind of way. No, no. You don't do that with your children, do you? You blame everything that goes wrong in your household and your child's life on yourself. Do the same thing in your actual life and get to the money, man. I'm going to give you another example. I'm going to give you a good example of when you should be taking accountability, even though it's not necessarily your fault. Okay. No, I give this example a lot. Me and my woman talk about this a lot. But if you're a man, bro, this is more important for the men, bro. If you're a man, everybody's gonna blame you for everything. When I stayed at my grandmother's house a couple years ago, it was me, my baby making object, my son, my cousin, and a dog. Right? That's five living bodies, and my grandmother in a one-bedroom apartment. Anytime anything would happen, not only because it's because I was the oldest person there. My cousin's like 4 years younger than me, and because my baby making object was my company at my family's house, anything that would go wrong was Aaron's fault, right? The tub got stopped up. It's white girl hair in the tub. I'm like, I don't have white girl hair. That's her hair. Well, that's your company. You should take accountability. That's your responsibility. I'm like, how am I? What you want me to do? Tell her how to wash her hair. Tell her to clean out the tub. She's an adult. She should know how to do that already. She's older than me. You know what I'm saying? Anything that would go wrong with the car, Aaron, you should have knew. I don't have a license. I didn't drive that car. What you want me to do? Tell this dude not to drive so fast, then pump the brakes a little bit more. Don't slam on the brakes. So everything that went wrong in that home was my responsibility. A lot of you guys might think my parents are coming down on me. Now, they're trying to get you used to taking accountability and being responsible because the people with the most power in the world are the people who are trusted with the most responsibilities. So don't avoid accountability. That's a muscle that you must build, right? If you're a man, you already know. If your woman cheats on you, it's your fault. Oh, he wasn't giving her enough attention. He wasn't making enough money. You know what I'm saying? If he made more money, then he would have less time. I mean, if he made more money, then he wouldn't have to work so many hours, which is the exact opposite. Okay, ladies. Side note: I need you to understand. If you really want a rich dude that makes six figures, understand he's not gonna have all the time in the world for you. Rich people don't have a lot of time all the time. Okay, poor people have all the time in the world. Poor people work 5 to 8 hours a day and then come home and sit at home, and that's why they're still poor. Facts. Okay, rich people don't have time to be. That's why rich people have vacations. Duh. Right. So if you want a rich guy, don't count on him being at home and all the baseball games and all the orchestra recitals and all of that. And then men, if you cheat on your woman, it's your fault because you're a dog. And if your woman cheats on you, it's your fault because you weren't spending enough time with her and you weren't listening to her feelings and all of that. So as a man, you should just naturally be in a position to know what taking accountability feels like. Now, me personally, I've been working on this. I've been blaming everything that goes wrong in the relationship that I'm currently in on myself, which it is my fault 9 times out of 10, 100% of the time, because this person is not didn't sign up to be my leader. She signed up for me to be the leader. So of course, anything that goes wrong in the congregation is the pastor's fault. Okay, it just is what it is. If the student didn't learn, that's the teacher's fault. If you're emotional and you don't know how to handle money, that's your father's fault. Cause that's not what your mom's supposed to teach you. Okay? So look at every situation through the lens of you being the parent, bro. Even if you're a woman, you being the dad. They keep saying happy wife, happy life. No, bro. It's not that's some 1940s, 50s that's played out. No. If the dude messes up in the household, it's over. It's over. There's going to be no protection. There's not going to be any financial security. Everybody's going to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first way that you need to be able to change yourself in order to attract more money and to manage more money. Attract more money, manage your emotions, and grow in general. Stop blaming your baby daddy. Stop blaming your baby mama or your baby making object. Stop blaming your boss. Bro, if you would have went to college, you wouldn't even have a boss. You wouldn't even be making this little amount of money. It's your fault. Don't blame the job because they has too many hours and they wish they had more shifts and they don't pay enough. Bro, you should have went to college. You shouldn't have messed around your whole 20s. You shouldn't have skipped school to smoke weed. You shouldn't have been daydreaming in middle school. You should have been doing your homework. It's your fault. Everything is your fault. Okay? There's an oil shortage. That's your fault, bro. In Colombia, there's a revolution. That's your fault. Everything is your fault. Think of it like that. There's some things in life you can't control, but most things you can. It's your fault. Everything's your fault. Your health, your children, they're acting up. That's because you. That's because you're a bad parent. Read books, child psychology. They're free in a lot of places. Okay? You live in poverty. Whose fault is that? I was born in this. I didn't have a choice. Yeah, you did. It's your fault. I don't know. I just had to gang bang. I was born addicted doing this. So they made me do this and that. I'm like, bro, nah, it's your fault, bro. It's yours. It's your you weren't put on this earth to pass the problems off to other people. That's your bro, you're messing up your karma doing that. Stop. Today. Okay? That's it, man. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the man. You the bang. And we the bang together, man. Life is in the breath. Breathe it in. Peace.